All right, guys, so here's what we got today. We have got a full slate of multiple things that we're doing. Basically, I believe in the showcase event. And the showcase is where we take our show on the road and we get out there and expand our message, okay? So today we got 3 big real estate firms. We've got Weichert in Huntsville, Alabama. Then we got ERA King. And then we finish up at Keller Williams in Birmingham, Alabama. There's a target market for us, saturated, commoditized. My job is to draw up where they have missing structures so they come to their own conclusion that they need a coach in their life. Good coach finds and fills missing structures, and a missing structure is a void, a gap. So I've got my crew on the bus, my sales team, my special projects team. We got one great customer on the bus. We're headed to Alabama and we're gonna make it a killer day, and I guarantee you, we're gonna find some money somewhere. The world is such a big place, and our biggest problem is not that we're not good at what it is we do, it's that more people are not exposed to that. I believe when we know better, we do better. Part of our job as small business owners that want to be big business owners is taking our message on the road, of going out to the world and sharing that message with as many people as we can. When they see the power and the velocity and the energy, bam, we get new customers. What we're starting to build is all this reputational capital where we can influence people to certain things. And so Dave Ramsey made a fortune doing this with his ELPs. Build your following first, then tell your following who you trust. Those people go to those people, and money's exchanged. All right, we are in Huntsville, Alabama. We're at Weichert Realtors here today, and what we're going to be doing is, I believe that you got to take your message on the road. You got to take your message on the road. You're obscure, and obscurity means nobody knows who you are. So what you have to do is get out on the road, share your message with the world, enlighten people to you, and turn people on. Be in the business of turning people on versus turning people off. And remember this word, inclusion. Include people everywhere you go, and your posse will grow. Right, Jack? How you doing? Good morning. Love the energy at Weichert. I basically kicked off the 4 big missing structures that I tackle in every single real estate company. And trust me, if you go to work on those 4 missing structures, no explanation of service, no selling system, no follow-up, and no extraction of referrals, you're gonna make a lot more money. So a lead comes in today, you got that lead, right? Most agents, if they don't call and close them right then, they move on to something else. And I call that cotton candy. Anybody have cotton candy at the local fair? Y'all got Alabama State Fair here? I'm sure you do. Okay, Tennessee and Alabama ain't that much difference, other than your football team is much better than ours, okay? So when I'm speaking, these are called showcase events. Showcase events are non-paid events to market our services. I believe the biggest challenge of the small business owner is obscurity. So we do these events to bring energy together. We leverage influencers in the market. We go in and show them the goods, and hopefully they'll come to the conclusion that we can sow and reap together. Okay, stop number 2. ERA King Real Estate in Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. We're going to be talking about crumbs, which is how you pour it all in during the day and still have some left over for the end of the day. It's a very hot topic. How do you be great at work and great for your family, which is something a lot of very professional people struggle with. So let's see if we can pull this off. All ready? At ERA King, we talked about crumbs. How do you pour it all in and still have some left over? And this is a big challenge for any person that is really pushing hard, that is really trying to do something big in the world, is having good energy left over for the people you love the most. So that's a concept and probably a book I'll bring out at some point. But the business is there to serve your life, not run your life. I believe people are more motivated by what they lose versus what they gain. I want you to think about how much money you could be losing right here. Average person's going to buy 4 to 6 houses over the course of their lifetime. So imagine you getting those 4 to 6, picking up those 5.7 referrals because you're one of the small percentage of people that calls them back once you put them in a home. You know, my media coaches are like, you're too conservative, man. You won't push the envelope. You won't push the envelope to be even controversial at all. We are at Keller Williams in Birmingham, Alabama. Keller Williams is known for a company that believes in training. They believe in coaching. They believe in getting better. I would say a coaching company that also sells real estate. So we're about to have a great event with lots of Keller Williams agents. This is our 3rd event of the day. Lesson for you is if you're building $1 million machine, guess what you got to do? You got to take the circus on the road. You got to take the circus on the road, and that's what we're doing here at Keller Williams. Keller Williams was a high electric energy place. I could feel it when I walked in. They were humble, they were hungry, they were teachable. They are the exact kind of people that I want to work with. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for people who are looking for you, okay? With 7 billion people in the world, you're not looking for everybody. You're looking for a special cut of person that is interested in more. They believe the same things you do. And at Keller Williams, we found what we were looking for. This is my new book, Everybody Needs a Coach in Life. And thank God this was a bestseller for me. It only took me 12 books to figure out how to write a bestseller. But I kept going. You with me? But this one, I wrote this little one called $1 Million Follow-Up. And let me tell you why. When you see how much money you could be losing in the follow-up, it's going to motivate you to get better at this. Everybody with me? Because a person is more motivated by what they will lose than what they will gain. There's 7 billion people, and I do practice what I preach. Some will, some won't, so what? You just keep on moving. I'm only looking for people looking for me. And that's the moral of the story. This machine that we're trying to build is a machine that drives leads, pushes people through a pipeline, exposes people to what we've got, and ultimately closes more business. There's a lot of business out in the world, and without a machine, you're just random and sporadic. And so you see me very systematically tackling this. The purpose of any business is to create a customer. So every day you should be doing one of two things: revenue production or revenue protection. Everything else is fluff.